Hey guys, Stuart here. Welcome back to another Sheetify CRM tutorial. Today's focus is to dive into Sheetify Bookkeeping, and in particular a new feature that we recently added. This gives you the ability to select one or multiple invoices that you have generated, and if these have been paid, in just a few clicks you can send the data from those invoices directly into income. And when you select send invoice data to income, you'll automatically be taken here. That again allows you to manage all your income. And then all this data will populate across all your different dashboards and reports. Now, if you're completely new to our Sheetify Bookkeeping Toolkit, I will add a full dedicated tutorial down below in the description that will help you get familiar with all the different tools and features that you can access inside Sheetify Bookkeeping. I'll also add other relevant tutorials and resources down below. Okay, now let's jump over to Invoices down here. This is a sheet that is automatically generated when you set up the invoice generator. Now, if you're new to the invoice generator and you haven't used this feature yet, I will add a dedicated tutorial down below that covers how to set up the invoice and quote generator and how it works inside this system. Okay, so this is what an invoice looks like once it's been generated. And you can find all your invoices that you've generated inside the Sheetify invoice folder that is automatically created inside of your Google Drive. Okay, now you can see this invoice here and these two invoices, the data associated to the invoice we generated, which is labeled here, these have been paid. They have this green highlight, which means they've been paid. Okay, so for example, if I click on this invoice here, now I can click on any row within this column. Okay, so invoice number 3, the client has paid me. So now I'm going to navigate up to Sheetify, Invoices, and click on Send Invoice Data to Income. And that's exactly what it's going to do. And once that data has been sent, this invoice will be marked as green to help you identify that this invoice has been paid. And when you select Send Invoice Data to Income, you'll automatically be taken here. And you'll see that item here. Now this date is based on the date that you got paid when you triggered this automation. You can see the invoice ID, this is the client's name, then we have the amount and tax. We can also add fees if we like, and the net income. And then notes, which are the items that were included inside your invoice. Here you can see we have 3 items: Google Ads Management, Web Design, and Marketing Support. Then we can go ahead and reconcile by simply selecting the correct category. Consulting, for example. And again, this data will be added to all your different dashboards. Annual dashboard, 5-year dashboard, custom dashboard. We have a comparison dashboard, sales tax, balance sheet, and then a P&L statement. Now, if we jump back over to the far left-hand side and click on Invoices, you can see that invoice is now marked as green as the customer has paid for our 3 products. You can see Unit 1 here, Unit 2, and Unit 3. And we've already added this row, this item, into income. So it's now been recorded as paid inside our system. Now, you can also highlight multiple. For example, invoice 4 and 5, again navigate up to Sheetify, Invoices, and then Send Invoice Data to Income. And as you can see, both those income items, those invoices that we marked as paid, have been added into our income sheet down here. Again, we can go ahead and reconcile, and under notes, these are the names of the products or services that we sold. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, let's jump back over to Invoices, and you can see those invoices have been paid. We just have one outstanding invoice that has not been paid yet. However, that is everything we wanted to cover in this invoice generator tutorial, showing you how to send your paid invoice data over to the income sheet so that you can properly record your income transactions. If this was helpful to you, make sure you add a comment down below, hit the like button, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. Take care, guys.